EST 2487, all things hip hop, media, and culture, man. Listen, Trouble in Paradise looks like Wack 100 and Young Ant Jefe finally clash heads, man. You know, a lot of people say they seen this coming. You know, me personally, I haven't. I thought they had a nice little rapport. But one thing about Wack, you gotta give it to him. He go at anybody about anything. He calls it straight down the middle, whether you like it or not, man. We about to review the content. Y'all like and subscribe, tap in, EST 2047. So it all started for MLK Day in LA. You know, they did the parade, the floats going through different neighborhoods. Long story short, some blood young men got into it with some Crip young men in the parade, and it made everybody, you know, look bad for the most part. And Young Ant Jefe took to Instagram to inform the people about it, and he wrote a description that Wack felt like he was telling, you know, saying that the Crips were attacked. Let's get into the content.
Young Ant Jefe been telling us for a while, he don't care about nothing but what the check say. And if identifying, pointing the finger, and claiming that these people were attacked to make them victims, get him that check, well, I guess so. I know one place he ain't getting a check. He ain't getting a verification check on that music. That nigga got 1,200 monthly listeners and a couple thousand streams. Boy, you need to knock it off.
Now, I get where both parties is coming from, but it's like, yeah, he's passionate about what happened because it was a bad look. I guess in order to try to rectify a lot of the shit, instead of going to the streets with it, you know, blast it on social media, contact their big homies, let them know this incident occurred. You know, but Wack is like, hold on, you 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You can't be on the internet telling the world that Crips were attacked by Bloods. It make y'all look soft, along with his like borderline dry snitching. So I get where he's coming from in that sense. So man, it's either or, man. It's definitely a wobbler with this situation right here. I don't know, man. Y'all hop in the comment section, let me know what you feel about this one. To me, it's frivolous, but I think it's done got past what the point of the issue is. The word snitch done came out, so now it's over with. Now it's gonna be about ego and macho stuff. You know, Wack went on with his video, and I'm gonna show you the response to Young Ant Jefe. Man, y'all like and subscribe, tap in if you haven't already. Let's go.
Had it in his mind or thought it was cool, right, to post that right there. So in the brief description, that writing basically says that I myself, Young Ant Jefe, gave a brief description of what was going on and happening at Martin Luther King Day, that the Crips was attacked by the Bloods, and that is telling. And if any Crip think that's not telling, then they are not a Crip. He further go on in this message to mention something about another hood and other hoods in Los Angeles, saying that I'm trying to expose people for being wrong or doing faulty politics, but something about ETG. And that's what people vary off and vary to the. You sitting here trying to say that I'm an informant, right? Because of the segment I did. Now, again, as I told you, the only way you can inform is putting the police up on something that they don't know about, or being coerced by the police and placing somebody in jail, getting on that stand, or making a statement. I ain't did none of that. Every blood member that was on that camera, they all said they hood and where they was from and what business they had going on. Every blood hood I named is every blood hood that came out of every dude's mouth on camera. You sitting here trying to say that I'm an informant, right? Because of the segment I did. Now, again, as I told you, the only way you can inform is putting the police up on something that they don't know about, or being coerced by the police and placing somebody in jail, getting on that stand, or making a statement. I ain't did none of that. Every member, blood member that was on that camera, they all said they hood and where they was from and what business they had going on. Every blood hood I named is every blood hood that came out of every dude mouth on camera.
And Jefe, you know what's funny? I told the homies, right? Especially my nigga Slim the Mafia from 99 Mafia. I said this nigga Ant Jefe is a hoe ass nigga. What I'ma do is I'ma show y'all how nice this nigga is, right? I'ma show y'all how friendly he can be, right? Now, if a nigga feels some way about a nigga, right, he ain't supposed to fuck with him. But when I told your punk ass to pull up in no jumper, you pulled up and you sat there with Wack, nigga, and you talked and you debated and all that shit, right? I done seen you several times up there. You just sat at my table. You have never said nothing about Wack can't go to his hood. Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You ain't even a joint from over there. Niggas been calling, telling me they go to Virgin DP in your ass too. I go to Pacoima any motherfucking time, and day I want to go to Pacoima. You just a broke nigga that's forced to still live in your hood. I'ma say it. You are a broke nigga. I bet, listen, we gonna come up with a broke number. I bet you can't show $100,000 that been sitting in your account. I bet you can't, cause you a broke nigga. I bet you from 83rd, you can't show 83,000. Nigga, you was a pill popping selling ass nigga who went to the feds for some non-gangster shit. You went to the feds for selling pills and you was a motherfucking mule. You was a mule, a big fat punk mule. Nigga, you was packing your ass, nigga, with pills and getting on the plane, and that's why you got called up. That's cool. If you want to say that's gangster, then you say that's gangster. I just say you trying to hustle, but you was a fucking funky. That's what I'm going to say. But all this time, man, I told my nigga Slim the Mouse, I'm going to show you how this nigga right here, he's a weirdo. Watch him be nice. As long as he think it's cool, he cool. Now, all of a sudden, you're the this and you're the that. No, nigga. I don't give a fuck about what Braze or what Munchie B say. Them niggas is younger than me. Them niggas wasn't even born when I started gang banging. Maybe that's your era, gang bangers or whatever. That's cool. But I'm going to say this. This is my issue with Ant Jefe. I don't give a fuck about no nigga getting in blood business, a crip business. It's on the internet. It's everybody business. So stop popping that, you weird ass, illiterate ass, eyes too wide for your look like marshmallow Martian man ass nigga. The problem is you wrote on there and said the Bloods band together to go attack the Crips. I don't think no Crip even approve of that message, nigga.
And to be fair, Young Ant Jefe has responded by this time. You know, I think initially he did on Instagram, but he didn't do a video response. By this time, we got the video response. Here it is. It's about to run the content. Y'all make sure y'all like.
On up on my doorstep, I'm expose your ass. This is you on the internet talking about bodies, saying everything. You're not a gangster, period, bro. We're not buying that shit. You can't politic on nobody. You can't even politic in your hood. You don't got a voice in your hood. Your voice don't matter, bro. So how you think what you saying on the internet about me matter? That shit only matter to internet people like you that want to run content and views. The truth is the truth, bro. You can't go over there. You enslaved to the Bloods who don't even fuck with you or like you. But you trying to, eat the blood. Shut up. Oscar the Grouch, man. Go get your motherfucking face cleaned or something, nigga. You asked to interview with me, nigga. I done asked to interview with your bitch ass. And you was nice, nigga. So, of course, it was cool, nigga. But anytime you got my line, nigga, you want to set up a fade on A-Trade, me and you can fade, and I'm going to beat your ass. Other than that, stay off the internet and stop talking, puss.
Hey, Young Ant Jefe, Spody Face, any and everybody who been around Wack was cool with him while he was in his face, and then something happened. Y'all can't run that narrative that he's the devil, he's this, he's that, he's this and that. Like, you ain't called him the devil to his face. It's plenty many times been on Jumper. Wack called in. You know, last time I remember he told you to fall back, and when the Hoovers was on the line, you ain't call him a devil then. Yeah, you banged on him, let him know what set you from. But it shouldn't have been about that. It should have been like, you a deceiver, you're a devil. Before you should have said, hey, I'm from A-Trade. Now, granted, I can't tell you how to deal with your politics. That is what it is. But I'm just saying, Y'all gotta stop running with this narrative that Wack is a monster after y'all fall out with him, but you're not running the campaign of him being a monster when you cool with him. So that's what I don't like. Personally, I mean, Wack is going at the whole team. Gumby, Munchie, Young Ant Jefe, Ricky, because he did Ricky dirty. You know what I'm saying? Ricky. You know, for the most part, he got his people he liked, but for the most part, he get into it with those people. And if you ain't straight down the middle with your content, he coming for you. Listen, y'all don't have the infrastructure to replace Wack. So I understand everybody dream to want him to fall on hard times, disappear, or get exposed, get beat up, get caught, get something. Listen, at this point, it's not gonna happen. And let's be honest, do you have the infrastructure to replace his clubhouse and the topics that he do spin? Because one thing I noticed about it, they love to hate him, but they pay attention to the content. Man, go check the man Instagram out. He has dedicated haters. And I'm like, listen, if that's the case, listen, come hate me. If you're gonna pay that much attention to me and my content, come and hate me too. That's how I feel about it, because I was raised by some men who taught me, listen, if it's something that you don't like about a man, don't spend your time, energy, and effort paying attention to what he doing. Go the opposite direction. This is a big world. Why are you paying attention to what he's talking about if you don't like him so much? Borderline creepy. Borderline creepy. I'm glad I had a grandfather, uncles. You know, I wasn't raised by my pops and my mother like that. So I done had some real step down advice and a man to teach you. It ain't about what a man say. Did he stop your money? No. Did he put his hands on you? No. Is it about your kids? No. So you can only be so emotionally invested into this man. That's why I be feeling like some of these dudes don't be men at the end of the day. You can only be so much emotionally invested into what another man says if he didn't harm you, ain't stop your money, ain't about your kids or your woman. Like, what more do you have to say to a man? Dislike him. I mean, okay, feelings are sometimes, emotions is not for us men sometimes. You know, just stand back and look. I don't like CNN, but I sit back and watch what's going on sometimes, like, or Fox News, and I peep what's going on. You know, but not to the extent where every time they post something, I'm in there, oh, y'all this, y'all that. I mean, it's a borderline obsession. It's subconsciously obsessed. You just don't understand it. Y'all got to get out of that, man. And if you don't like him, just don't pay attention to nothing he say or do. Trust and believe, there's so much content in this big world to pay attention to than what Wack's saying. If you can control yourself. I don't think you can control yourself. Me personally, I got Wack coming out on top, you know, as usual, due to the infrastructure, the power he got with this content world, the fact that he didn't just jump out the window. It kind of was a violation. If niggas want to talk gangster and street shit, you can't go on the internet and say these people attack these people. Now, I'm not saying it's snitching, but character-wise, niggas gonna be like, okay, but why are you saying that? Ain't you supposed to just get cracking? Shit is confusing, man. And then when niggas respond to it on content, they like, oh, y'all content dudes. Listen, we all internet people. Get the hell out of here. Everybody's internet. And if you don't have an account, your car that you're driving, the bus you taking, with a Uber, whatever you do, got a camera in it and a system connected to it who they know who you are, what you doing, and where you going. So you internet too. Everybody's online. Everybody. So stop this. I'm not internet. These be the dudes, the streetest dudes. I'm not internet. Got an internet page, got a YouTube channel, and get paid for doing content on other YouTube channels. But they not street. They not internet dudes. Kill it with that shit, man. You need to go full-time internet. Full-time internet, especially for these dudes who the streets got y'all years away from your family. Listen, the content and the internet ain't never did nothing wrong to you. You might as well just go head first into the internet shit. Because the street shit ain't brought you nothing but pain and shame, bro, and time away from your kids. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. This right here, like I said, I got Wack coming out on top. I don't necessarily see what angle Young Ant Jefe gonna come from. And then Wack's he throwing the jokes about how your eyes spaced apart. So it's like, look, it's getting nasty, Ant. You gotta swing back content-wise. Wack hooking off, man, and he's starting getting to the jokes. You know, I understand the response. You mad, but you can't take it that way with this content. You gotta hop in this field and do some content, man. You know? So y'all hop in the comment section, let me know what you think about this one. I know you're gonna scold me for taking a Wack's side or proving a point or siding with him, man. But listen, just be objective with this video, man. And y'all like and subscribe, help me out, man. We're gonna run through the content, EST 2047.